Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Jada Brown and I am a real estate agent, property manager, and investor based in Baltimore City, Maryland. And as a self-proclaimed YouTuber, it is my responsibility to upload these videos about what's going on in the real estate market in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and just the state of Maryland in general to help property owners and investors make informed decisions. And as part of that, I want to give you guys updates on all the new laws and initiatives that are happening in the state of Maryland. So I will be posting videos about some of the new things going on, so make sure to subscribe to this channel. So the first thing we're going to talk about in this little series that I'm going to do is the Accessory Dwellings Units Act of 2025, which was passed by the Maryland General Assembly in their 2025 legislative session. And if you want to research this, then you can look up House Bill 1466 or Senate Bill 891. And this is a landmark piece of state-level zoning reform that standardizes the ability to build an ADU across the state. So before we go further, let's just talk about what an ADU is. So again, ADU stands for Accessory Dwelling Unit, and this is the ability to create additional and separate living space from the primary home. So whether that's building a smaller granny flat or in-law suite in the back of your home, or converting your garage or your basement, it's adding more and separate living space, okay? So let's break down the law, the effective dates, and just more information. So again, the law establishes a statewide policy to promote and encourage the creation of ADUs on land zoned for single-family detached homes in the state of Maryland. And their hope is that this will create more availability and affordability for housing in the state of Maryland. And the law takes into effect October 1st, 2025. Now, the most significant part of this law is that it mandates, it places on local governments. So there is a deadline for these local governments, and the legislative body of every charter county as well as Baltimore City must adopt a local law authorizing ADU development on or before October 1st, 2026. So 1 year after this law went into effect, the local counties have to make sure that they have the local ordinances in place. The law dictates the minimum standards that local ordinances must follow. So local governments cannot impose unreasonable restrictions that would restrict someone from getting or building an ADU on their property. So ADUs must be allowed as by right use in most areas zoned for single-family detached homes. This means that homeowners can get a permit without lengthy discretionary public hearings, like getting a special exception. And the local law must require the ADU to be less than 75% of the size of the primary dwelling unit. And local jurisdictions cannot require the owner to live on site as a condition for building or renting the ADU. And this is really a big deal because now this opens up building ADUs for investors, and it's not just for owner occupants. And local jurisdictions are prohibited from requiring the ADU to have separate water and sewer connections, which makes utility hookups way cheaper. And this is very important, HOAs, right? Because we all know dealing with HOAs can be a nightmare in some situations. But in this new law, community associations are prohibited from banning or unreasonably restricting the construction and rental of ADUs. So this went into effect October 1, 2025. So in conclusion, while the law is effective October 1, 2025, you won't see the full change until the local county or city passes its new compliant ordinance by the October 1st, 2026 deadline. But the good thing is this makes it easier to build, to construct ADUs in the state of Maryland. I think this is really transformative, especially for those who want to create additional income from a property that they already own. But it is important to note that this is only for single-family detached homes. This is not for townhomes. Unfortunately, row homes, this is only for single-family detached homes. So as a realtor and as a property manager, it's going to be exciting to see what some creative investors come up with, because as we know, it's going to be way cheaper to build an ADU instead of buying another house. So I'd like to see what will happen with this new law going into effect, and I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Are you all thinking to build an ADU or do some type of garage conversion? Or are you thinking that you'd rather just buy another property? So let me know you guys' thoughts, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.